Guys, be prepared for a scary fucking story that is real, that just happened about a week ago. And I'm still I need your help to solve this story. Listen to this shit. I live on the second floor of an apartment complex. There's a neighbor on the bottom floor, 72 years old, goes by the name of James Phillip Gannon. Says he is a Vietnam Ranger veteran. Says and that he has worked at this place, and this place. Has business cards to back it up. His mom is Alice Gannon. He died because he had the flu. He got some crazy rare flu. While he was getting better, the doctors saw he had a clogged artery. They put a stent in. Starts retaining water in his legs on some weird shit. Leg was his from the kneecap to the ankle, like that. It was so bad that he would sit outside to let them drain, and you would see just the dried up drip marks from them draining. He got extremely sick. In the sense of, after he got home from the hospital, after the heart thing and recovering from the flu, gets home, and the first situation that I come in contact with him, no, I didn't even know he was sick. I don't see him too much. I'm working, anyhow. I'm walking upstairs. He's right before the stairs. I'm about to go up the stairs. I see him laying on the floor. Half of his legs are sticking out the door. Dude, he looks like he's about to fucking die. Eyes pinned out, bloody, chapped lips, just looking at me like, oh, can you help me out? I can't get up. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? How long have you been here for? Oh, like 40. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, dude, I've been taking the medicine that these doctors gave me, and I just like got very ill and very fucking, I lost my strength. I pick him up. I sit him down. He fucking gets to the point he can't get off the couch. I was bringing him from the couch and holding him, heavy duty holding him to the bathroom. Fucking, yeah, on some fucked up shit, I was helping him. I shouldn't have had to go through that. He was a veteran, had no family, had no wife, had no kids. It got to a point where I had to clean up feces, and that was the end of it, where I stopped answering his calls. He was calling me fucking hour after hour for help. I couldn't do it. I work. I stopped answering. I knew that someone else downstairs would help him. So I don't see him for a couple of days. And then I hear that he went to the hospital. Apparently, he was in the apartment, and his next door neighbor heard him screaming, "Call 911." They call 911. He goes in. He's there for like 2-3 days. Gets out. Looks hell of a lot better. Legs don't look as bad, but I'm telling you, I'm literally like, yo, this shit looks like you're about to get gangrene. They were fucking, like, boils, kinda, that were all like, it just was nasty. His floor inside his place was getting soaked with his fucking leg water retention bullshit, leaking out of him. The doctor wanted to see how much urine he was, peeing in a day. At this point, I'm holding fucking bottles of a bottle so he can fucking piss in it, because he can't fucking do anything. He's holding on to me in the bathroom, bracing himself up, and he's that fucking weak, guys. So obviously y'all are gonna be like, yo, y'all, you should have fucking called the, like, what, dude? Yeah, bro, I know. I stopped, right? I'm like, this is punishment. This is nurse shit. This isn't your fucking neighbors. And it all is like, why didn't he want to go to the hospital? He went when he very, very much had to, right? So This whole time, his boss, he works at a gas station. His boss, it's a lady, has been taking care of him, like feeding him, getting him groceries. He said she gave him $5,000. She's denying it. I didn't give him that. But she's doing a hell of a lot of shit for him for an employee, a boss to her employee at a gas station. So he goes to the hospital. I see him come back. He looks great, right? Well, like a day fucking later, he's weak again. He's like, who is that? When I'm trying to talk to him, he doesn't. Then he finally, oh, Brian. Apparently, he says that they gave him the wrong antibiotics or some shit. But when they gave him the new stuff, he didn't want to take it. And he would come back from the hospital, walking on his own. The next day, he was seen walking with a chair as like a walker, like he was weak again. Fucking weird, right? Okay. He starts banging on the fucking ceiling for the neighbor above him to come help him. We're like, bro, you need to go to rehab, a rehabilitation place, or the fucking hospital. You're not getting stronger here, and you can't be depending on us. We've got jobs. This is fucked up of you for thinking that we should be doing this type of stuff. We call 911. We're like, yo, he doesn't know who the fuck he is, and he needs help. Well, if he says no, we can't bring him. They literally at one point were like, death is the next fucking, that's all that can happen. We've got a bunch of hoarders, a bunch of this, who they don't want the help. And we can't do anything if they deny it, right? So, okay. They go in and tell James that they say, listen, you can't hit up your neighbors. If you need help, you need to go to the hospital and you need to call 911. He says, okay. That's on maybe Friday. The last photo or the last video from a Ring doorbell camera was him Sunday and Monday. Sunday, he's walking perfectly fine. Monday, he's so fucking weak, he's using a chair. He died Monday night because we found him Friday or Thursday, maggots and all. Leg where the fucking water retention, black and maggots. All right, we're still not even fucking there yet, guys, so fucking brace yourselves. So the garage, or the gas station lady's like, where's his wife? And I remember he had told me, he was like, yo, if you see me at my gas station, I have a wife. Like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I want it off on the weekends and to spend time with my wife. And I'm like, what wife? And then I'm like, oh. She's like, yeah, she's not around, she's sick. And I'm like, yeah, like he said she had cancer. Yeah, they haven't been together for a while. Okay. In his mailbox is Alice H Gannon, which is his mom. If you go online and do a fucking search, I've paid to do the searches. Alice H Gannon is his mom. Now, James Gannon is his father, and then he's James Gannon Jr. Well, James Phillip Gannon. Like, it's so fucking weird. Anyhow, I start doing some research when I find out how much he's lying. He said, and so I look up James Gannon, James Phillip Gannon. I find Alice H Gannon. People thought it was his wife. He didn't have a wife. She died in 2002. I found police reports of him getting multiple DUIs from 2003 to 2005. They all had a picture icon to click to see a photo. No photos. No photo at all correlating James Gannon, the guy I know face to face, to the name James Gannon on any search ever, which is weird. So he's got 3 business cards. I asked the gas station owner, I said, let me see his resume. He said he worked at some training or some equipment rental places. She gave me a picture. I'll share it with you guys. 3 places. One's Taylor Rentals. The other's like the Ditch Witch Rentals of South Florida. And then another one is like some lock wedge, like a lock, some shit. Anyhow, all 3 of those places weren't real. One was a house. The other 2 had Yelp listings, but no information, no reviews, no nothing. When you look up the address, it never says that name. Now, there's like a deviation of the name that's like in a whole nother city. It had his name, manager on one of them, you know, salesman on the other. Not real. Check this out. The cop, the night that they take the body from the apartment, they're like, oh, we ran his license. He got a DUI like 2 years ago. I've lived there past 2 years. He's never drank since I've ever moved in 3 years ago. Never. There's another neighbor that's lived there for 8 years, and James Gannon's been there for like 12 or way longer. Something weird, right? Anyhow, he's never seen James drink a day in his fucking life. Yet James was an alcoholic for just a couple of years and then got a DUI just recently, right? Weird. No. The license plate, the Florida license plate that I looked up on his truck is not a Florida license plate. I don't know. It looks like a Florida license plate. His registration date, the month, and the year were fake cutouts on a yellow piece of tape. The truck, he has a little Ranger, one of them small little trucks, old Ford. It's in some other it's in a lady's name. Okay. He fucking said he was in the Marine, Vietnam vet, war vet. That is the James Gannon, his dad. That's Alice's husband who died. Not him. He said he was a vet. He said he had fucking identity theft on him. Yeah, that was an excuse for all the shit. So I did some researching, and like on one of the searches, there was literally 100 deviations of James Gannon. There was James Cannon, James Dannon, James Dannon, James Sannon, James Vannon, you know, Jim Gannon, Jim Sannon, Jim Bannon. Weird. Okay, like what the fuck is this? This is weird. There, they found a bag of credit cards with everyone's, all different names. Brand, like, they looked new. A bag of credit cards. When he was dead and they took him out, on the table was literally Alice H Gannon's death certificate and like her license or some shit. It was strategically placed there. His cell phone line was turned off. Like, strategically turned off right before he dies. I mean, so, like I said, I've not found a single picture of him popping up for a James Gannon, and I've done every single search from Jim Gannon to Jim Phillip Gannon to Jim this Gannon. I've called Jim Gannons and whatnot. They're alive and well. They don't look like him. I came across one photo. Now, the photo I have of James, he's sick. He's not doing good in this photo. You wouldn't probably see the resemblance of the photo I found online, which is a younger James Gannon. This is him. This is his fucking blood. I know it. This is how he looked when he was younger. I'm gonna try and get a health... I can't get... It would have to be someone at the apartment that took a photo of him. He doesn't use the internet. He's like, fuck that. And he had Gannon saved in his cell phone. He had 2 burner phones. He fucked around with prostitutes that we were like, what? They've got Gannon's in the phone, but they all don't know him or don't answer. I don't know. Anyhow, the last person to see him was that fucking boss. Well, we're checking cameras. We're seeing if... She said she came on like a Thursday or like a Wednesday, and his door was locked and his phone was off and she couldn't see him. We didn't double check that. We're gonna see. I mean, he would get home and be good and then fucking be sick. I'm starting to think arsenic or some bullshit. I don't know. What's sketchy is she's trying to get a bunch of his shit. Oh, he said my son could have the Rolex and it's supposed to be here, and can I have his truck? Like, you know, she apparently is a millionaire. She's got money. It's fucking weird. We're checking to see if we can find the photo. I gotta see, one of the ring things is not recording far enough back, but she's real. She went and paid his fucking storage place that's on default. He's got a Harley, which we've backed up from the neighbors that have lived here for a while. He has a Harley that's in storage. The gas station owner, though, she was on some next level helpful. Every day being able to go inside. Apparently gave him $5,000. She denied it. He said, oh, she's so nice. She gave me $5,000. Can you believe that? Yet he apparently sold one of his Rolexes for $40,000, but there was $25,000 in the bank account, and he had just done a big $5,000 deposit. Now, there's no James Gannon popping up that is leading to him. No military records that is leading to him. Fucking all of these weird things that are happening. What the fuck, guys? I need help. I need to figure out who this guy is. I tried. I'm thinking he could be... He has a Boston accent, that's for sure. He could have been in a fucking Boston gang. I don't know. Had to dip. He could have been a murderer and laid low. The fake business cards, the credit cards, that a ton of them. No pictures of him. He just got a DUI. Well, that's not James. That James didn't. The son or someone that literally resembles him to a T. I don't know if he's even responded yet. I don't know if that's a fake setup. I mean, guys, this is crazy. I will give you the info to help me find this. I need whoever in law enforcement can look up some most wanted from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Are they even, if he has no next of kin, are they going to even do a fucking fingerprint test on him? Because I think he's got a fake license. He's obviously skilled enough to have a fake James Gannon license. Now, he randomly mentioned, oh, I had identity theft on me. Dude, it's just not making sense. I think you were a scammer and a fraud, living some next level life shit. I hope you're not a murderer that I was helping out. I mean, the girls at the place are gonna freak the fuck out. Never wanted to go to the Vietnam vet or the veteran VA for medical help, even though he was a vet. Didn't want to go to the hospital ever unless he absolutely had to, right? He took out $5,000 like a couple of days before he died. No one knows where that is. What are your guys' thoughts? Isn't that some crazy fucking shit? Like, I don't know if the business gas lady is involved some way, somehow. I don't know if he was getting poisoned. Wouldn't you think they would be testing for him for that at the hospital? What causes water retention that he fucking had? He only had the flu, apparently. The South African rare one, I don't know. And then he got the fucking stint. And before he had this, he was healthy as hell. And then he just took a fucking nosedive. There's just so many weird things. The one thing that's just blowing my mind is I have never found a face of him showing that he is James Gannon online. I want to put a picture of him up and see if anyone recognizes him. If anyone has any programs that can do some shit like that, let me know. Like, this shit's crazy. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Share this shit. I need help, guys. I want everyone to get involved that is willing to. It's very interesting. From the bottom of my heart, there is not a single thing made up. What are your thoughts?